house. Rusty, hello. Friday. Feels good. It feels good that it's Friday, I guess. Hello, Dana. Boy, everybody's checking in. Hi, Rich. I can't say hi to everybody. It's just like Romper Room. I don't know if you guys remember Romper Room, but she'd look in the magic mirror and say hi to everybody. Oh, Joan, have a big date night planned. Sounds good. Home goods store with the hubby. Now I just need my curbside bottle of wine. Well, yeah, a lot of the places here let you get a curbside cocktail. You can go to pick up your restaurant food and they'll make you a margarita right there. Keys, Andrea, Ramon, hello. We made it to Friday. Yeah, we did it again. Man, this one, yeah, it does feel like Romper Room. This one was a tough one for me this week. Yeah, Romper Room. She would look through the magic mirror. I have a thing that's kind of like the magic mirror. Hey, this is actually, oh God, it's really jammed in here. This is actually the thing that you use to change the filter under the sink. We've got a home water filtration. I'm looking through the magic mirror and I see Jen and I see Julie. And that's how they do it. That's how they do it on Romper Room. You look through the magic mirror. I got the magic mirror. Belinda's going to be so excited when she sees that we have a magic mirror on Monday. She doesn't know about the magic mirror yet. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing the best we can. I'm a little bit jealous of Belinda right now because she's out of the house. She can't be here right now because she had an eye appointment. Isn't that exciting? You think you're excited about doing some curbside food pickup. My wife had an eye appointment. She got to go to see a doctor, an eye doctor. I went out and I got a sandwich today at the coffee place. There's a little outdoor table in the back of the coffee place, right in the alley. It's but it's a happening social spot now. I was out in the alley, the coffee place, waiting for my sandwich to get delivered, and some other people came up with a dog. I got to meet a couple and a dog, and we talked about TV shows to watch. Unfortunately, I'd seen all their TV show recommendations, so that was a bust. But I did get to meet them and talk to people. We were about, I'd say 8 feet apart, and we didn't wear masks. Oh, I know, naughty. I feel like I can tell you, but I don't know. There's some people that I wouldn't tell that to. We had masks just in case any of us were people who were freaked out about not having a mask. We could have put masks on, but we all decided not to wear our masks because we were 8 feet apart. Applebee's sells margaritas at $23 a gallon. Holy crap. Jen, did you know about this? $23 a gallon for margaritas. I feel like, on the one hand, great. On the other hand, you could probably get a kind of a mediocre to sort of crappy bottle of tequila for close to $23 and almost a lifetime supply of limeade or something to mix it with. Oh, you know what's a great drink is tequila or vodka mixed with, you get the frozen lime juice concentrate, and you just take a spoonful of that, put it in the glass with some crushed ice. My friend Kimball told me about that one, the green meanie. Oh man, those are good. And it's going to be sayonara time to mix our nationalities. Yeah, Belinda was out surfing today, Ramon. She went out surfing. She had an unbelievable day today. She's out surfing this morning. She said it was kind of crappy, but still, the crappy day surfing is better than a great day at work. Although, man, I love my job. What I wouldn't do, I would love to go to work right now at a nightclub, not an online comedy show. Yeah, so Belinda was out surfing. Oh, I did bring a drink for today. You know, Belinda doesn't she's a non-drinker, so normally we don't drink around the house, but I do have beer in case somebody comes over, or in case you guys are here and I want to have a beer. God, I've got this crappy opener. That thing's good. Let me get this other opener. Got the old New Orleans fleur-de-lis bottle opener. Got a little bit of Stella Artois. I'm gonna. Jen, you like the green meanies? Yeah, they're pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna have a beer. If you're gonna have a happy hour time, I'm gonna set this down in case you want to run to your mini fridge. Hopefully you've got one right next to your phone. Hopefully you've got a beer in your pants at all times for emergencies. It is Friday. take your own limoncello with vodka. It takes about 2 months to make it. Oh yeah, well, the Ramon, you're some kind of what do they call them now? They don't call them. Do they call them hipsters? Is it still hipsters? People who are pretending that they're people in their 20s who are pretending it's 1920. They're making their own pickles, and artisanal bespoke underpants in their basement. All right. Ron, wow, you're already with a YouTube link. This is pretty great. Okay, everybody, happy hour time. I'm drinking. Delicious. So I didn't really have a ton of planned for today. I was going to talk about Belinda and her awesome day. She went surfing this morning. She did leave the wetsuit in the shower, which is a thing that I've asked her. Then I have to move the soppy wetsuit, but she had to go to the eye doctor because last week she had something where she all at once had these floaters in her eye, and it wasn't even floaters. It was like she described it as like that inky stuff from the Harry Potter when the Dementors showed up. That kind of inky. I would describe it as squid ink, but it sounded freaky, and I didn't want to freak her out. But I said, I think you should go to the eye doctor. And this happened actually last Friday, and she just got in today, but she's been fine all week. Vodka's good with infused with Jolly Ranchers. That sounds great, Jen. Texas, you guys, everything's big, including your ideas in Texas. So Belinda had this floating Dementor ink in her eye, and so she went to the eye doctor to get that checked, and she thought she might be back in time for a quick cameo end of show, but she also said the last time she got her eyes dilated, she felt sick. So she may not make it. She may not make it for the cameo. And the app that I use to track her is on the phone, which I'm using to record the show. So I can't even track her right now. So yeah, let's just talk drinks. Do you know anything to drink that you can make with squid ink? That's a good kind of a Dementor. Yeah, it's permission for you to drink too. Are you kidding me, Shane? You don't need my permission to drink. I'm not Anthony Fauci. You should. Jen's been drinking this whole time. Oh, Sarah, you had that happen. Burst blood vessel. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was a burst blood vessel or a little leak of blood. I guess that's still a burst. Ramon, you're not a hipster. You're 51 years old. Always make your own food. Yeah, I try to make my own food too, with found ingredients here in the office. Canned chicken, ocular migraine. Man, I never had one of those, Jeff. That sounds terrible. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a drink just thinking about ocular migraine. I don't know. I guess it's a migraine that starts in your eye, your oculus. That sounds awful, but I feel better now. Yeah, Belinda could totally rock an eye patch. I'd be surprised if she doesn't come home with one. My movie recommendation that I was going to watch from New Orleans. If you're keeping track at home, the James Booker movie, he wore an eye patch. He lost his eye. Nobody really knows why. But so, yeah, she could just be lying about the eyes as a joke. In fact, Todd, my original impulse for the beginning of the show was to say that she had tested positive for corona and was in the hospital on a ventilator. Ha ha ha. But that's only a joke to her. It's not a joke to us. So I didn't do that. Oh, the bullfrogs. Bullfrogs. That's what you call the limeade with vodka or tequila? Interesting. My plans for the weekend? Do what you wanna. That's my plan and my life coaching advice. Do what you wanna. This is a T-shirt commemorating the Rebirth Brass Band from New Orleans. That blue thing there is a tuba. It's actually, people call it a tuba, but it's really a sousaphone. And I'm not crazy about the people who want to correct you on the difference between a tuba and a sousaphone. The idea that somebody wants to explain that to you is a bit of a red flag to me. So I apologize that I explained it to you, and also normally that's not a thing that I like to do, but it is. We are kind of desperate for things to talk about. Ocular migraine, they're not bad, no pain. You get strange flashing lights in your eyes. I don't know if that's an ocular migraine, Jeff. I think somebody might have dosed you with some hallucinogens. But whatever you want to call it, that's fine. Whatever gets you through the job interview process and onto your new career, driving a school bus. How about a pan-galactic gargle blaster? Oh man, Charlie. Yeah, I'll have one of those. It sounds like one's enough. What's in it? Used to make vodka and iced tea and call it an ice pick. Vodka and iced tea. Rich, that's vodka and iced tea. I guess that seems like a. I think I think I would call that alcoholic golfer. I would call that that's just a person who's putting vodka into a thing that they're already drinking, which is fine. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. How come I can't watch live? Is it because you have an iPad? I don't think so, John, because I'm watching live right. Well, what do you mean? How come you can't watch live? You're watching live right now. Uh, okay, nice one. Good try, John. I'm going to tell my wife that joke when she gets home. I get migraines with an aura, flashing lights that get bigger and block your entire vision. Oh, good God, Ramon, that sounds awful. No wonder you're making your own limoncello. Just trying to get through the day. Texas tea, AK, pour every bottle in. Every bottle. I do. That is. It's not like the Long Island iced tea where it sort of has a recipe. In Texas, you just put whatever you got in there. Yeah. Used to mix vodka with lemonade, called it Ugly Scots. Have to ask my friend Scott. I'm glad it's your friend Scott and it's not some kind of ethnic slur against Scottish people. Although those have really, I mean, that's some old school ethnic slur when you're slurring Scottish people. We don't really hear that too much now. Tara, thank you. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. Don's on an iPad. Yeah, I'm watching this on an iPad to see the comments, so I know that's good. Madras is good. Vodka, cranberry juice, orange juice, and like to add a little red wine. Oh, yeah, I bet it tastes more like sangria that way, but it just seems vodka, cranberry, orange. Okay, I guess it's just, I mean, you can just take some red wine, fortify it up with some vodka if you're looking to take yourself to the next level. Um, if you're looking for an ocular migraine. So yeah, I was jealous of Belinda to be going to the doctor today, uh, because I would like to go to the doctor. Not the doctor. I mean, I guess I'd like to go to I'd like to go to the dentist. I'd like to get my teeth cleaned, and I've had some sensitivity in one of my teeth. Not happy Friday, but yeah, the dentist. My understanding is you're not going to that. Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But I did have a bartender make me one at the old Holy City Zoo. Yeah, I bet you did. That could have been my friend Clark. He didn't skip a beat. Made me something that looked perfect. I drank it. I think that probably was my friend Clark Taylor, who married me, who first turned me on to New Orleans. He's the kind of guy who if you said I want a pan-galactic pan-galactic gargle blaster, not a garlic blaster. That's another thing. Happy Friday, Scott. Yeah, good to see you. Any alcoholic concoction is good these days, is what Fran is saying. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I have to say I'm having mixed results with my drinking in Varina's time, and I realized that I did say that I wasn't drinking because Belinda doesn't drink, but I have had a couple of Jazz Fest calls with my friends, and I just sometimes it feels nice when you're having the drink, but then sometimes I get the afterburner bummer goes on, and I'm not crazy about that. But I'm taking my chance right now. Jameson and ginger ale. Yeah, that sounds like a classic one, Dana. Zookeeper. When you're looking after animals. Nice Jameson and ginger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you can drink again for Jazz Fest this. Oh, speaking of which, we've got our piano lesson coming up tomorrow. I'm gonna be on John Cleary's Facebook page. I was on here earlier. I suppose I could go back to that and we could, but I was looking at his piano lessons. Tomorrow, I think, is lesson 8 on the one finger piano. But this is what I learned today. Okay, that's what I learned today. That's Lean on Me on the toy piano. It just as if you're trying to learn Lean on Me on your toy piano, the cow key is the cattle key is not involved. It's just the musical keys. The Wolves in downtown LA can't wait until they open back up. Great drinks. Oh well, I'll check that out. Happy Friday, Clinton. During deployment in East Africa Marine Corps days, we had beer with formaldehyde in it. Oh, that sounds poisonous, Ramon. I mean, I think I remember, speaking of Squid Ink, I think I remember that from that Jules Verne movie. Kirk Douglas, I think, drank on the Nautilus. I think he drank the formaldehyde out of the preserved seed creature jars to get drunk. It's not recommended. In fact, I think it's discouraged. But again, I'm not Anthony Fauci. It is kind of dragging without Belinda. Well, I guess, I get it. If you got a conflict, Ron, I totally understand. Yeah, Belinda's at the eye doctor. I don't think she'll be home till after the show today. Jake, you're lost without Belinda. Well, I have to admit that I did less preparation today than usual, and so yes, indeed, I am a bit lost. And also, conversation-wise, while it is working sort of okay for me to be reading the comments and responding. Oh, you can hear me. I'm not sure if I'm not. Uh-oh. Could I be drunk already off of just this 1/3 of a beer? Formaldehyde vodka, same thing. I don't think that's true, Jeff. But then again, I'm not a doctor or a bartender. So yeah, I don't know what our plans are for this weekend. As I said, we're going to do what we want. I think Belinda and Fanula are going to have a surf tomorrow. Julie, thanks. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to the haters. I think Belinda and Fanula are going to have a surf tomorrow. I've been on the kind of exercise plan, so I'm supposed to do that. Yeah, it is Friday. I'm supposed to wind down and have a beer. I'm doing that. We're looking for a new show to watch. We finished up Jiri Haji last night. The Japanese Yakuza, I think that's redundant a bit, isn't it? It's a Yakuza movie, but they go to London, so you don't have to read the whole thing. They are speaking English during part of the time. I can't FaceTime Belinda right now. So I recommend it. We just finished Jiri Haji. It was okay. Not my favorite. I'm wondering what show we're going to watch next for tonight, because we're really kind of, we've really kind of, I think, watched a lot of stuff. And as I mentioned with my sandwich today, I didn't get any new recommendations. I'm trying to get caught up with Belinda on Dead to Me, which she watched the beginning of. Christina Applegate, her husband dies. Anyway, it's sort of comedy, thriller, whatever. I'm kind of enjoying it. But now a new season came out. Belinda wants to watch the next season, but I got to catch up. Yeah, Train to Busan. I've heard that, Jen. I heard the Train to Busan is good, and I want to check that out. Belinda's a tough sell on the zombie movies, but we've heard it now from not just you, who she highly respects, but another friend of ours who she kind of respects. Haven't watched Bosch. Belinda knows the guy who's the star of Bosch from her showbiz days, but she seems to be ambivalent about Bosch, or not actively not interested. Yeah, when you're retired, every day is the weekend, Keith. I'll tell you that. I just don't. I'm about ready to just throw my mask away and go out and start hugging people. I definitely had one of those weeks, and I'm not going to do that. Watch 2020 tonight on ABC. Why would I do that, Tammy? That's going to be some news. I'm sure that's going to be news. And I'm a little bit worried about that. Try the British series on Doc Martin. That is a series. I think that's come up in our, hey, you like some other things, so you might like Doc Martin. I heard you can learn to speak Spanish by watching telenovelas with the closed caption on, but I'm not sure that's... I think I'd rather watch something else with the closed caption on. And the other thing is, I've already fallen in love and had a lot of problemos romanticos. And now I'm married to someone who I love, so I feel like a lot of the Spanish that you're going to learn in a telenovela would not be applicable to me because I get along with my spouse. And anyway, start watching Dateline online. It's addictive. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Mad, 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 Mad World. I'm thinking about that. Have you watched Middleditch and Schwartz? No, but sounds like, just from the title of it, that sounds like it's right up my alley. I think I'm ready to I'm ready to get on board with Middleditch and Schwartz. Yeah, Bosch the Painter was weird as F, but I don't think I don't think the detective, if he was a descendant of the painter Hieronymus Bosch, that would make the show better to me, but I don't think that's going to happen. Trucking with Hubby, Tammy. Is that what you're doing right now, or is that a show that you can watch? Trucking with my hubby. I think I'd be into that. Letterkenny on Hulu. Our daughter's trying to get us to get Hulu. I think we're going to get Hulu because so this Letterkenny sounds interesting, just because it sounds like Letterman. I like his show, and I've got a friend named Kenny, who I'm quite fond of. But Devs is on Hulu, and I heard that Devs is good, so I think I'd like to watch that. Keys, we haven't seen Even the Rain yet, but it's in our queue, and now that we're used to reading a little bit from this Japanese Yakuza movie, we may get into that this weekend. Trying to learn German, started watching Altes Geld, Old Money. Would that be... I'll tell you a movie that was not German, but it's Danish, Swedish, is The Bridge. And it's not a movie, it's a TV series. But The Bridge, the 3 seasons of The Bridge, the Danish-Swedish show, great. Side note, Bill Hader does a great Keith Morrison impression. All right. Blackadder. I think I'm up for Blackadder. Side note, Rowan Atkinson, the star of Blackadder, beat me. One time when I was nominated for a TV award, I was nominated for Best Writing for this special that I did called This'll Take About an Hour, Best Writing in a Comedy Special or Series. I think it was Cable Ace, so it was kind of before the Emmys included everything. And the Rowan Atkinson beat me for Mr. Bean, the writing on Mr. Bean, which is funny because my thing, his was a whole season of a show, but my thing was an hour of talking, and Mr. Bean is basically, all the shows are him doing, I mean, I guess you have to write down the scenarios that lead to him going, or whatever he does. Anyway, I don't want to, I think he's great. It was funny because it was an award for writing. So yeah, Blackadder, I'd like to check that out. Someone else is down with Middleditch and Schwartz. Mrs. Mazal, I started watching Mrs. Mazal, and I think she's charming, and I like all the actors. Kevin Pollak, who plays the husband's dad, is a longtime friend of mine, and I love Kevin. And I thought everybody in Mrs. Mazal is great, but I just kind of felt like I know too much about being a comedian I couldn't. I had tapped out. I had to tap out. I watched the first season, and I have to say everybody in it's great. Maybe I'll go back to it, but I can't do that. Documentary Now. I started watching Documentary Now, but I had also read about Documentary Now, and I think to truly enjoy Documentary Now, you want to be familiar with at least some of those documentaries. And I haven't watched the documentaries because, I mean, I watched some, but some of the movies that they're satirizing and referencing I hadn't seen. And anyway, I'm not as sophisticated as we all thought. I just buy my off-the-shelf limoncello. I'm not making my own in the basement. Yeah, okay, we're Letterkenny. Yeah, people are into it. Uma's asking Belinda to love it. Yeah, well, I'm going to recommend Letterkenny. Keys. Someone else already suggested that. I guess we don't all have time to read the comments. It's weird that I'm reading more of them than you are, because I'm anyway, arguably this is the show. Oh, Tammy. Oh, so you are in a truck coming up over Logan Mountain. I don't know where Logan Mountain is, but But that's awesome. I'm glad you're well. Like, I'm surprised that I guess you can watch everything while you're doing things in your truck now. It's not like the old days of a truck where you'd have a CD or CB radio. Do you still have CB radios? Do truckers still use those, or do you just? I suppose you do need that. You can't be just Facebooking the other trucks. How do you know how to get a hold of them? Drinking your Madras now. I'm glad. I am an enabler. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get this Blackadder at 1 a.m. Ooh boy. Tales from the Loop. I started watching Tales from the Loop, and then I thought, well, maybe I can get Belinda on board, and then I thought maybe I can't, so I got to get back in there. Jimmy from Gotham. Hey, Jimmy. Man, I would love to be coming back to Gotham. I keep trying to get a hold of Chris to come back to New York City. I mean, and as soon as we're allowed, I would almost be ready to come back. I know that New York is dangerous right now, but I'd be careful, keep my distance. Grey Gardens on point. I haven't seen Grey. I've seen the movie, the original documentary. I didn't see the remake or the dramatization of the documentary of Grey Gardens. I didn't. I just like, come on. I'm certainly not busy now, but I am busy. Limoncello and anisette. That sounds delicious. Better Things on FX. Okay, I'll try that. Oh boy. Do I agree that Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad? Well, I'm not sure because I watched almost all of Breaking Bad. I gave up 5 episodes before the end, which I understand is idiotic. Maybe even 3 episodes before the end. But I felt like, look, I know what's going on. I didn't need to see it resolved, but I heard the ending was great. And then we started trying to watch Better Call Saul, Belinda and I. She bailed on Breaking Bad because it was too violent. And I have to say, once you're dissolving a guy in your bathtub at home, spoiler alert, that's about the edge of what I'm up for. And so we started watching Better Call Saul, and she didn't get into it. And once she's out, then I'm sort of out because we're looking for things to watch together in the evening time after this happens. Does anybody have CDs anymore? Man, I do. I've got a few hundred CDs that I'm trying to sell after shows. It's killing me. Letterkenny is super sophomoric and silly. Well, I'm into that. Here we go. Loganton, PA. That's where that mountain is that they're driving over. No, Grey Gardens on documentary now. Right, okay. Well, I have seen that documentary, so I could go to documentary now and then go right to the Grey Gardens episode, which I think is allowed. Now, normally with my series, even if they're anthologies, I like to go in chronological order that they release them, because I somehow feel that they know best about how I'm supposed to enjoy it. But I think I might give a try. Last Breaking Bad show was the best ending show I've ever seen. Well, it'd have to be better, a little better than the last episode of Jiri Haji was all right, but it wasn't all that. Haven't watched El Camino. Have a great week, Todd. Todd's out. Yeah, I get it, Todd. I get it. Oh, Grey Gardens is the first episode. That sort of flies in the face of that I gave it a try. Maybe I was watching another thing, and I thought I was watching documentary now. Oh, Kimberly, you're in Pennsylvania. You have no idea where Logan Mountain is. Well, that's fair enough, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, I'm in California, and I don't know where everything is right now. Sometimes I think Oceanside is north of here, but it's not. It's down by Camp Pendleton. What We Do in the Shadows, yes, I'm going to give that a try. I think I'm going to give that a try. Oh my God! Oh, I feel like we've hit our time goal on this show, and I apologize. I really wish Belinda was here too. Oh, I like to watch the Rockford Files sometimes. I think I would too. That could be one of those sneaky ones. Like Amazon has all these shows on Amazon Prime that they don't come up until, like, if you watch Green Acres, then they start going, hey, have you heard of the Mary Tyler Moore Show? Or no, Dick Van Dyke. But yeah, I'd watch a Rockford Files. Man, I used to love that. I like that he would drive drive his car while he was shaving, or shave while he was driving his car. Either way, I think driving the car was a primary activity. You can buy CDs on jakethis.com from my friend Kimball, who invented the green meanie. To me, he did. Jake reads the comments and comments on Friday. Well, I get this is my backup plan when Belinda's not here. I mean, I would love to have almost any one of you over to do the show. If anyone knows a way to do that, actually, if anyone knows a way to have someone on a Zoom call and then also be Facebook Live, I think it would just be a Zoom thing. But I feel like I want to keep doing it here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, where I have been, just in case people are used to watching there. Maverick, another great James Garner movie. That was a movie, wasn't it? Well, it's almost time to say goodbye for Friday. I haven't finished my beer, but this has been terrific to have this time, just us without Belinda. In her absence, oh God, I can't even remember where I put the button for the fart machine, but I found it. So one more time. We all need somebody to lean on, and you guys are helping me get through this. I hope that I'm helping you get through this. Jen, train to Busan, train to Busan! I'm going to do it. Dateline. Yes, I'm going to watch Dateline right now. I could just lean over here and start typing into the computer to watch Dateline, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that as soon as we're off. Thank you guys for all the recommendations. You guys have a great weekend too. Belinda will be back on Monday, and appreciate everything. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. CDs are available on my website. If you come to a comedy show, tell me that you heard me talking about that I have CDs. You give me $1, I'll give you a CD. You got it. That's my Friday offer. Jen, now you're just being greedy. Grey Gardens, all right.